TH1 TV, your best experience.
Welcome back. You're live on Xpressive. I've got an array of talents on the stage. But before that, let me remind you that Milo is a drink of champions and MVPs. If you wake up in the morning, that's what you should be drinking. Now, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It means that if you go through your day without breakfast, chances are in the middle of the morning, your body will run out of glycogen, which means you could be watching Bliss Kingg live from home and he passes out on the set. It's not a scene to behold. Not at all. That's why I recommend Milo for you every morning. Let's get into something interesting now. This film is going to rock the entire country, and many people are looking forward to it. Now, Coming to Africa is a romantic comedy which explores the themes of classism, racism, and social consciousness behind the backdrop of contemporary black love. I have the entire cast and crew, not the entire, but yeah, some of the most important ones. Please welcome to our show PY Addo Boateng, who is the producer of this project, Anwar Jamison, who is a director and lead with Nana Ama Mark Brown as well, and Eva Danso Aikins, who is an actor and a banker. Good morning, gentlemen and lady.
Good morning.
So amongst all of you, it's only the lady that has the Coming to Africa t-shirt.
Yeah.
So yeah, the
She'll draw the most attention, right? We want people to see it, so you put it on her.
Clearly, you've got to me now. Right? Now all of my attention is over here. But let's begin with PY. Let me ask you something before we get into the movie. You miss television? You miss?
You know what?
I miss what I'm doing right now?
Yeah. You make me miss what I do. Let me put it that way. You make me miss what I do because I've been watching you for a while. And congratulations to you guys are doing a really great job.
Wow.
And I love what you guys do. Wow. You know? Well, what you're doing. Let me put it that way. And yes, I do miss TV. I do miss TV.
You know, ironically, I used to watch you two every evening. We were like, that's PY and Jocelyn Dumas over there. I'm there. Took a lot of lessons from there many years ago too. So it's good to see you. And,
thank you.
All the
it's
big
an honor
things,
to be
all
here.
the big things you're doing now.
Yes.
Anwar, let's begin to talk about this film and what it represents. When somebody hears Coming to Africa, we've obviously all seen Coming to America, one of the biggest films in the world. What does this Coming to Africa film represent?
It represents the diaspora coming back to Africa. You know, that's becoming more and more of a movement, which is a great thing. We've had this film in the works for a long time, and we finally were able to bring it to fruition and make it happen. And Coming to America, like you said, it was legendary. The original when it came out. So that was an inspiration for a lot of people. So I'm like, what if you take two guys from America, drop them in Ghana, and they have to experience Ghana for the first time and everything that comes with that. That'd be pretty entertaining. So
that should be very interesting.
Yes, right.
Whose idea was this?
It was my idea, right? So I wanted to make some serious points, but also keep it light and humorous and fun. And I think that's what we did.
Anwar must have had some earlier perspectives before making this film. Is this your first time in Ghana, or you've been coming for a while?
Now this is my fourth time. I'm a veteran now. I've been here. But when we shot the movie, it was my first time. So I think that actually helped, you know, with me playing a character who's here for the first time. Me being here for the first time when we were shooting, I was actually living through those experiences myself as we shot it.
So you definitely just brought your experiences from what you felt in your first visits. You know, you're bringing it home into this movie and creating a character that people would appreciate.
Absolutely. And Power Uhuru, who's another actor and producer in it, he had been coming here since 2006. Okay. So, and he's actually my cousin, you know, so he would send me pictures, send me videos, like, look, this is it. I was just amazed. Like, all of that is over there because they show us none of that. And it's a little better for this generation now that they have social media and the internet, but we were just completely blind.
Let me stay with you a little and ask you about these images and these videos that you must have seen. How interesting were they? Like, what are the things that stood out to you?
It's the things you take for granted, right? He sent me a picture at, like, the Apple store. I'm like, Apple store in the mall? Like, the mall looks like that? You know, it's things like that, right? They leave us completely blind to that. Like, oh, there's nice malls, there's skyscrapers. It's a oh, there's a city. You know, and it sounds crazy now thinking back. Like, you sit over here like they don't, but we grow up, they hide that from us. And I say it's on purpose because they don't really want the diaspora connecting with Africa and doing what we're doing, you know, and building these bridges. It's in other people's interest to keep us separate so they can keep coming to Africa and getting the resources and doing what they do. But no, we're here now. They can't stop it. So this is what we're doing.
They don't want you to win big. That's according to DJ Khaled, by the way.
Absolutely.
Eva.
Yeah.
Are you in Africa or are you now coming to Africa?
I am in Africa, Ghana.
You're based here.
Yeah.
And you're one of the actors in this film.
Yeah.
How did you find the experience working on this film?
Trust me, okay. For me, I honestly didn't even think I was going to get casted. Cause,
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I had just...
A few items were straight there.
As usual, you know. But even right from the word go, when I saw the flyer and then I saw the people in charge of the casting, I just thought, look, let me just stay back, because I had been to a couple and then you don't even hear from them again. But I have a friend, Dick Dake, who kept pushing that, look, you have to go. And then I was given an excuse, I'm tired, I can't go. Truly, I got there around 2 o'clock and there were about 100 people in the queue. How was I supposed to go? I mean, they would get their
auditions.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so in my mind, I'm like, okay, 100 people already. They must have gotten their favorite in the first 20. So let me just go give it a shot. Then somebody gets me out of the queue because the person got to know me. I got there, blah, blah, blah.
That's divine favor. Or that's luck. That's what people call luck.
So yeah, I go there. I do what I'm supposed to do. And then I think a week later, I get a call that, hey, you've gotten, oh my God, I was screaming.
Congratulations.
Yeah. And it's actually one of the roles that I really loved, bartender. Okay, I thought, okay, that's going to be something out of my
like mixing
usual...
drinks.
Exactly. Yeah, like I was serving. I said, hey.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your role and how much you found it very interesting.
Yeah, like I said, being a bartender or waitress, that's something out of my normal life. So being in the costume alone was really exciting. Like, I thought, oh, this is really cool.
I'm interested in seeing this costume.
You want to?
Can I find it on the internet?
I'll show you after. So yeah, I thought, oh, this is really interesting. Like being in a bartender outfit and then being there, watching him do his thing. He bringing a girl, drunk, doing all of that. I said, oh.
He really came to Africa.
He really came to Africa and really had fun. Yeah. So
interesting.
I mean, it's been an honor being in this, and so far so good. We had, they were really professional. We had professional people, I mean, from the cast down to every single person who came on. And it's a really great storyline too. When I saw it, I said, oh, I mean, this is great for somebody in the diaspora to think that, oh, let me do something in collaboration with a Ghanaian. You know, people really have their perceptions about the industry already. So if somebody has thought of this, then it's good that I am in it. It's even if it's one scene, what we call waka pass.
It's still a good opportunity.
Exactly.
PY, let me come to you. A man who has been playing in the entertainment, film, television, and even music for quite a long time now.
Yes.
The industry, many people have observed, has taken a nosedive. How difficult was it to, produce such a film, especially at this particular time?
Well, I won't even lie, it was a bit difficult because it's my first film that I've produced. I've worked on other, movie productions where I've played, I like to play my minor roles, I don't like to want to do the major things. But this was a bit difficult. Why was it a bit difficult? Because it was a new area for me as far as making film is concerned. Because like you said, I've been doing music. We've done Bless the Mic over 15 years, producing, organizing events, then television, still producing, behind the scenes. So this was a big step for me. I had to really step up my game. I had to make sure that what we are doing is going to reach the right people. It's going to bring the impact that we are looking for Ghana, because that is the iconic name and figure that we're looking at, Ghana, putting Ghana on the global map. So this is the first one. There's many more coming. Trust me, I'm here to make a difference. especially when it comes to our film industry.
Yes.
You know, it's about understanding the technicalities, understanding the basics, because you already know how things are being run over here.
Over here already, yeah. There are some standards.
Yeah, there are some standards.
Except you want some other standards, then we can start having a conversation.
Exactly. But we need to bring out the best, and we have more coming. That's what I need to say. We have more coming.
Let me ask you, sir, coming to Africa, does Ghana represent Africa well to you?
Absolutely. The hospitality, and when I step off the plane, man, my spirits are just up. And let me give a shout out to all the Ghanaian musicians. I never get to say this. I tell the story off air all the time, but music can really alter moods, right? It's like the soundtrack to our lives. So I tell people back home when I get here, some of the things that go on at home, you know, it's just different. But some of our music is so aggressive. As soon as I get here, you know, we'll be eating somewhere, wherever we are, and this music is just in my ear.
So fun.
And I'm like, it just makes you smile. I'm like, how can I be mad at somebody when I'm hearing 100 songs back to back that just sound like this, right? Where some of our music is so aggressive, like, and that's how some of the people, you know, the people, it's a reflection of it. So I think Ghana represents Africa very well. You know, when I was first deciding which country I would like to go to first, Ghana popped up. You know,
that's a very easy decision for many people.
Yeah, because first I didn't want a translator. I needed somewhere they speak English.
Okay.
But the reputation for Ghana, I mean, you could Google it. Like, who are the friendliest people in Africa? Who are the? I mean, that pops up, right? That's Ghana's reputation.
Good reputation.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, that's where I should go my first time. And then I didn't know it would be for a movie, but I've been thinking about coming to Ghana long before the movie, and it just so happened to be Ghana.
That's nice. This movie was shot both in America.
Yes, absolutely.
And so tell me about all the work that went into doing this in Memphis, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then in Accra.
Right, in Memphis. So everything was planned out, obviously, there, pre-production. That's where I stay, is in Memphis, Tennessee, in the States. And then we started here in Accra. So we were here for about 2 weeks. We shot, you know, about a week and a half out of those 2 weeks. And then I went back home to Memphis and wrapped it up. So we did about another 4 or 5 days in Memphis when we got there and wrapped it up. So the majority of the movie actually takes place. So it's funny, when I was previewing the movie, like for Nanama McBrown at first, right? So she was so interested in the first parts in America. Like, I love this. And that was her favorite part. But I will watch the movie myself. Like, I can't, let me get to the Ghana parts, right? Like, I know all this, but even me watching it, I'm like, okay, let's hurry up and get to Ghana. That's my favorite part, and that's most of the movie. So the majority of it really is shot here.
That's lovely. Anyways, Eva, we'll still have more conversation, but we can't be talking about this film and not let you in on how this looks like. Here's a trailer for Coming to Africa. Take a look.
Come on, man. Today I'm going to be named the first black vice president in the history of Bigger Staffing Company. The first.
So you took your skills, your expertise over to them to build up their company. You don't own any part of that.
Man, tomorrow night, me and the wife are out of here celebrating the 10th anniversary in the motherland, my brother.
Africa.
Even the mosquitoes got AIDS over there, man. That's why you can't listen to nothing nobody say.
Yes. No. Yes. Ain't believe y'all got me going to Africa.
You about to go all the way over there to get something good deep down in here.
Yeah. I'm an African, real African. Ask me where I'm from.
A power to Ghana, my brothers.
I'm an African, real African.
And what are you planning to do with your time?
Hopefully spending every moment with you.
You wanna know where I'm from? West Africa. West Africa. West Africa.
The way they show us things when we grow up, it's like Africa is just one big place. I'm ashamed to say the things I thought about Africa.
Oh, say it.
Yeah, like I told you the other time, you see, my brother, he's into a lot of stuff around here.
You think I want to hang out with sport American kids for fun? No! Look at me. I'm about my money. Listen, remember who you are and where you come from.
We originated from the big six.
This mausoleum contains his final remains. He was the leader of Ghana until February 1966.
Y'all know exactly who you are, though. Like, I'm from this tribe, I speak this language, you got your culture, you got all the history. We gotta let people swab us in the mouth and take a DNA test and be like, oh, you're from Kenya. Oh, you're from Ghana. Like, we don't know.
We need to be able to buy every single item that we would get from them, from us. Take the African market, that concept.
West Africa. I'm an African, real African. You wanna know where I'm from? West Africa, West Africa, West Africa. I'm an African, yeah, West Africa.
As a trailer from Coming to Africa, I remember PY delivered those lines so fiercely. Remember who you are and where you come from. That's always advice from African parents. PY, tell me, culturally, culturally in this film, how diverse is what the roles you played as a Ghanaian, the roles they played as Americans, between these actors. What does this film teach in terms of cultural diversity?
Well, the cultural diversity here, actually, I can relate to this because I went to school in Little Rock, Arkansas, and that's like just, what, 2 hours? 2 hours. 2 hours drive from Memphis, Tennessee. So, you know, I used to go to Memphis, Tennessee all the time, and I know how, you know, I got to experience how things are being done over there and how the culture is over there. So personally, you know, from my experience, and then even reading the script, you know, the first time we talked about this, I was like, no, this is something I can relate to. And this is what we need to tell this story, you know, and that's what I gather from, you know, as far as it being diverse and the cultures are concerned, because we're all the same people, you know, we do the same things. I mean, the way he'll be home talking with his friends and hanging out, the same way I'll be here talking with you, just that we're speaking a different language, you know, but it's still the same thing, you know, because the foundation has always been with us, you know, so that's how I relate to this, and I'm glad that we're able to actually show it to the rest of the world and to Ghanaians as well, because there are other Ghanaians who are like me who can also relate to this, not necessarily being able to travel outside and experience it, but then also living here, reading, seeing a lot, watching
things.
Exactly. We understand the culture, but now we are experiencing it because it's all about the experience, you know. So yes.
Anwar, tell me about, is this the first acting role you're doing in Ghana?
Yes, in Ghana, absolutely.
How fun was that?
Man, it was fun. I had an enjoyable experience, and everybody that we worked with made it like that. Every day on the set, we were all about our business, but we had fun at the same time. And we didn't come in with a mentality. Some of the people on the crew were like, I'm like, why are you shocked? They're like, oh, most directors and people, they don't want to talk to us, so they're like, stay over there, the director don't. And I'm like, what? You know, we kicked it. Like, what do you mean? Like, you know. So it was that type of thing. We ate together, we had fun together, and we got the job done.
I saw you on a roll with Nanama Mac Brown.
Yeah.
Loved over here by everyone and very revered for what she does. How fun was that?
Man, that was real fun. And her spirit is what it is. You know, that's why people love her like they do. What you see on screen, she brought that to the set. You know, she's just a ball of energy and her spirit. So she kind of made it easy. And some of the things as a director, I try to give people that leeway, you know, to improvise a little bit. Like, these are the lines, but, you know, you feel the lines and we go with it. So some of the lines that really popped, a couple of the things, her sense of humor with things, you know, were improv. And then I'm like, oh, that was good, you know, and it comes across on screen. So she brought a lot to the table. And I was surprised. We were talking about this, like, she sees film like a director. That's what surprised me. Yeah. So me and my DOP, we talk about our shots. Most of the time, actors can't. They'll be like, what about this shot? And we'll kind of be like, no, like, come on, man, we got this. It'll be something that makes no sense, you know, not to say that most actors can't, you know, see film. But she would really be like, oh, are you going to get that shot? And we'd be like, yeah, we were just about to say that, you know, and she really sees it like a director, you know. She edits her own stuff. You know, I walked in and it's like Brown's Kitchen on the computer. Like, yeah, I'm editing this episode. I'm like, oh, for real? So she really is a talent when it comes to this, you know, all around.
That's impressive. I've heard many things about her. I've never heard her understanding shots this much, like you just mentioned.
It was, you know, she really does. It's, you know, it's a way, like, you know, shooting film is the shot that's coming next, you know, continuity, knowing what needs to be. And she was right there with us. I was surprised by that. I haven't worked with a lot of actors who see it in that way, who are like right there with us as we're going through the shot.
That's interesting. Eva, tell me about some of your favorite co-stars in this film.
Oh, Nanama, as usual. I naturally love Nanama. Okay.
It's the first time working with her?
Yeah. Yeah, it's my first time, actually. And
did you have a good experience?
I didn't meet her face to face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I
mean,
you guys
shot the scenes differently.
You know how it is. You know how this job is. Yeah. You know, sometimes you even finish and then you realize, oh, so this person was on set. The person could even be your friend, but you didn't even know she was playing a role in it or something because you probably not discussed. Yeah. So it was good acting with seeing her in the movie.
Yeah.
And then I acted with David Danso.
Legend.
Yeah,
Oh, he's in there too.
Yes. Yeah, he was
legend.
my boss. Yeah,
yes.
He was my boss at the bar. Yeah.
Legend.
And then him, because you think you're in Africa, you're having too much fun. You come to the bar to misbehave, and you know what that look. That look. So yeah.
Are you giving away too much now?
Yeah. So let me.
That's what you were doing. Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
You want to tell me about the casting in this film?
Yes.
How difficult was it, or how keen were you on, you know, casting talent that would fit those roles, regardless of whether they were big names or not?
That's something that I personally I find it very interesting, because that's what makes or breaks the movie. You know, I just recently saw a movie on Netflix. They had all the heavyweights in there. I was discussing with one of my friends. I'm like, nah, this doesn't go the way it was supposed to, because, you know, they have who's playing the lead role, who's playing the, you know, it's not showing. But for us, I mean, we had I think about 150 or almost 200 people coming in for the auditions. And then we also had some A-list actors and actresses as well. But it was a bit difficult, you know, because we're not about doing favoritisms here. We want the real characters. We want the real people who understand, who fit the role. So during the auditions, we had, you know, David Danso was one of our judges. I was there myself. And then shout outs to our production manager, Basira. You know, she put in so much work for this project. You know, she deserves, you know, all the flowers. So then we were able to, you know, sit down over and over, you know, trying to make sure we have the right, you know, characters for this film. So eventually, yeah, we're able to pull in the best.
Looks
like Brown, Pauline Odro, my God,
legend. Too.
Oh my goodness,
legend
man.
Too.
You know,
yeah. So shout out to add to that to Eva and all the actors that came out, because like you said, we had the A-listers. We knew we wanted Uncle David, you know, Auntie Paulina Dro, Nanama McBrown, but everybody else outside of basically those three,
right?
They showed up to that audition and fought it out. Yeah. So it was great because I didn't know who anybody was, you know. So they really, really earned it. You know, they popped out in those auditions. And so when I got here, I wasn't present for that. We were auditioning in Memphis at the same time without even knowing it for the roles in America. Yeah. And when we watched the videos, we all sat down together and watched. So who you see in the movie, they popped out. And then it was cool because after that, I started to see some of the other work they had done and we're doing. And I'm like, oh, okay, they're doing things. Wonderful. You know, we ended up with great people. But, you know, so like you said, there's no favoritism.
I'll tell you something that you know for sure now. You've just got into the uncle and auntie culture. Auntie Ojo. Uncle and auntie Ojo.
But that's the code. See, it's like, that's funny. That's those things. We're so similar, right? So in America, but it's like the South in America is a lot more similar to Ghana in certain ways than the West Coast, East Coast, New York, LA, but down south a lot of times. So is a certain respect that they would say you're going to put that title in front of somebody. If it's not uncle, it's going to be somebody. It's going to be Mr. Don't call them by their first name.
With some respect, yeah?
Right.
How do we get to see this film?
Okay. So you can watch this film tonight at the Silverbird Cinemas, 7 p.m., 9 p.m., 6 p.m. is a black carpet. It's a touch of black or African wear. And then tomorrow, we're at Silverbird West Hills Mall, same time, 7 p.m., 9 p.m. It's only 50 cities. There's no VVVVVIPs.
It's standard for everyone.
Everybody. We all, you know, family. We all here in the name of love and happiness, you know. So tonight, come out in your numbers. Come and support a great project coming to Africa. Directed by Anwar Jamison, produced by myself, Power Uhuru, co-produced. So far, unfortunately, he couldn't make it here, but Power is...
Yeah, we're going to have Power. We're going to bring power.
Oh, you're going to bring power?
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
We're going to bring power.
Yeah, I like that.
We're going to bring power.
Yes, I like that. So that's what's happening tonight. You know, come and support. Thanks to all our partners, our media houses like, you know, GH1, Amel, Deborah, Plaza FM, YFM, who supported us so much. And then also Silverbed Cinemas, Addo Creative Center. I think I'm forgetting somebody I'm supposed to mention.
Oh, and we wanted some of the locations.
Yes,
you know, Burning Wheels.
Yes, Burning Wheels. Burning Wheels, Burning Wheels, Burning Wheels.
Great scene was shot there. They were so welcoming and really showed love. ANC Mall, some of the places. Yes. We really wanted to show diversity in locations. So, and that's the response we've been getting. Some of the locations, they pop on the screen. And it really looks nice.
Alrighty. Eva, you have the last word. Why should we come see this movie? Quickly. 2 seconds.
I don't need to say much. You know, I was about to talk and they said, hey, I'm giving out too much. Just
come and see it.
Yeah. I mean, it's an amazing movie. The cast. I mean, you just come for the black carpet.
And we'll see what's happening there.
Exactly.
Thank you, P.Y. Addo Boateng, Anwar, Jamison, and Eva Danso Aikins. Make sure you go check out Coming to Africa. It's in cinemas tonight. There's no VIP. It's a standout for everybody. Yeah, we all come as one. President or no, everybody watch the same thing. Anyways, thanks to you guys for coming to talk to us this morning. And after the break, we'll be back with Power Uhuru. That's an interesting name, right? He's on this film as well. We'll continue to talk about that after the break. Stay tuned.